there, Grandpa Eugene.
Huh? Oh, hey there. Chester, my boy. How are you and your Thanksgiving chores going? Have you finished cleaning the garage?
Oh yes, it was a snap. It only took about 5 minutes.
5 minutes, huh? I find that very hard to believe.
Hey, Chester, that was a great idea you had to use my old shrink ray to shrink our mess in the garage and dump it all in the desk drawer. Now we have plenty of time to play before Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, hello, Mr. Eugene.
Oh, I think I'm gonna go back into the garage and double check and make sure everything's put away.
Put away correctly, right? The Bible does say in James, so whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is sin.
Yes, sir.
What's wrong with you, Donald Downer?
Robbie opened his big mouth about how we didn't really clean the garage the right way, and now we have to start all over again.
Wrong. Now you have to start all over again. I'm using Robbie right now.
Yes, my apologies, Chester, but she technically did call dibs on me.
Great! That's just great. Just when wait a minute. You never need Robbie. Why do you need him today?
Because today's Thanksgiving, one of the worst days of the year in the Stevenson household.
Alex, how can you say that? It's Thanksgiving, the day we're laser focused on thanking God for all the blessings He's given us.
Well, that is true, but this is also the one day where Grandpa goes completely crazy over our meal. It's never a normal, good old-fashioned turkey dinner. It's always some crazy mashup concoction that's barely edible. In fact, I'm slightly convinced he does this so we'll become vegetarians, but not this year. That's why I need Robbie today.
Yes, Alex said she needs me to help her synthesize a turkey dinner so she won't have to eat whatever Mr. Eugene is cooking for this evening.
Synthesize? Like you're gonna create a fake turkey-like dinner, just like they do on those science fiction space frontier TV shows? I didn't think that was possible.
I'm not sure it is either, but we're sure going to give it a try.
Look, if you guys can go back in time and meet a talking dinosaur, I'm sure making a synthetic turkey dinner in an hour or so is definitely possible.
Well, now I'm intrigued. Count me in. What do we do first?
First, we need to gather as much information on turkeys as we can, so we know what we're working towards. I actually just finished downloading quite a bit of info, so let's go ahead and take a look. Turkeys are interesting creatures that have a lot going for them beyond being the official bird of Thanksgiving. Many people assume that turkeys can't fly, but that's simply not true. Wild turkeys have been known to fly up to 55 miles per hour. Another interesting fact is that wild turkeys actually sleep in trees. Turkeys can't see very well at night, so to protect themselves from predators, they fly up into trees at night and hop down to the ground once it's morning. Also, a turkey's head is kind of like a mood ring. You can tell the emotion of a turkey by the color of its head. It can change from red to white to blue, depending on their mood. And speaking of red, white, and blue, Benjamin Franklin actually liked turkeys over bald eagles, our national bird. He considered the turkey a bird of courage and a true original native of America. Could you imagine the turkey as our national symbol instead of the bald eagle?
All right, I think that's enough information on turkeys. Let's get this ball rolling. I want to make sure this thing's ready by dinner time.
I'm still very confused on how you guys are gonna create a synthetic turkey meal.
It'll all kind of happen. After all, it's not like this is a precise science.
Actually, I think this would have to be very precise in certain areas.
Alex, I don't know if this is a good idea.
What do you know? Move over, Robbie. I'll do all this myself.
Are you sure you know what you're doing, Miss Alex?
What's to know? Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
That's it. I'm getting out of here before you guys make a mess and I get dragged into cleaning that too.
Well, did you finish cleaning?
Actually, that's what I'm coming in here to talk to you about. Alex and Robbie. Grandpa Eugene, is your Thanksgiving turkey supposed to smell like burnt rubber?
Of course not. Don't be silly. And you know I'm not cooking a turkey. Turkey on Thanksgiving is so old-fashioned. I'm cooking eel, stuffed with haggis.
Wow, maybe Alex is right. Maybe you are just trying to make us vegetarians. Grandpa Eugene?
Yes, Chester?
Is your eel supposed to put off that much smoke?
Huh? My eel is burning. Chester, don't panic and go get the fire extinguisher.
Ah, fire, fire,
Come
fire!
on, boy. Would you go get the fire extinguisher like I asked? Hurry!
Well, this makes my mess in the garage tame in comparison.
Now what are we going to do? Thanksgiving is ruined.
Ruined? It's not ruined, Grandpa Eugene.
Of course it is, Chester. Can't you see what's right in front of you? The eel is burnt to a crisp.
Oh, well, that's it. Thanksgiving is officially ruined.
Oh no, not you too.
Yep, my plan didn't work. Apparently, I was working the computer too hard and it crashed right as we were starting the synthesizing and rendering process. Like I said, Thanksgiving is ruined.
I'm surprised at you two. Just because your plans didn't turn out like you'd hoped doesn't mean Thanksgiving is ruined. And just because you're worried about what we'll eat and how Thanksgiving will turn out doesn't mean it's ruined. I think you both need a refresher course on some things. In Luke chapter 12, we see that we are not to worry or be anxious. Starting in verse 22, Jesus says, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat, nor about your body, what you will put on. For life is more than food, and the body is more than clothing. Consider the ravens. They neither sow nor reap. They have neither storehouse nor barn, and yet God feeds them. Of how much more value are you than the birds? Consider the lilies, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin, yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass, how much more will he clothe you, O you of little faith?" Do you see what I'm getting at? Why in the world are we worried about what we're going to eat? If God gives plants and animals all they need, shouldn't we realize that he will provide for us, since we mean more to him than any other creation?
You're right, Chester, you're right. And honestly, it's not like we don't have other things to eat. I blew the situation way out of proportion. I was just upset because the meal is a special family tradition. But even so, we cannot overlook the fact that God has taken care of us, and still does, even now.
See? That's what I've been trying to tell you guys.
Actually, in light of the Thanksgiving holidays, I am reminded in Philippians 4:6, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving let your requests be known to God." We are not to be anxious or worried about anything, but fully trust in our loving Heavenly Father. To help guard against worry, an attitude of thanksgiving will help us have the peace we need to trust Him.
I get it. By being aware of everything God's done for us and how he takes care of us and giving thanks for it all, we'll be less open to worry in all of our times of need.
Right. So moving forward, let's all be aware of how God has truly blessed this little family of ours. These tiny little setbacks are nothing compared to all the wonderful things God has given us.
And truth be told, a Thanksgiving meal with just the side dishes is still a really good meal. Guys, you'll never guess what happened. Tell them, Zeke.
Well, my mom was making a Thanksgiving meal, and as usual, she made way too much. She cooked so much turkey. We didn't even have room in the fridge. So she sent me to bring you guys some. Hope you haven't had too much turkey already. My mom's turkey is really good.
Hope we haven't had too much. Zeke, we never get to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. This is a Thanksgiving miracle.
Ha ha. All jokes aside,
Who's joking?
We really appreciate it, Zeke. We are actually in need of a main dish for our dinner. So tell your mom she saved the day.
Actually, we should thank God.
Yes, you're right, Chester. You're exactly right. Mr. Foot, we're glad you joined us for our Thanksgiving dinner. Any family of Yeti is a family of us too. But I'm not quite sure I get how you both are related.
Oh, all us Bigfoot, Sasquatches, skunk apes, Yetis, Yowies, and abominable snowmen, we're all related. Yeti here is my cousin on my mom's brother's nephew's niece's grandson's side.
Interesting.
His mom's nephew. No, his brother's son's mother.
Uh-oh.
What's uh-oh?
That came from the garage.
You don't mean...
I think I do. I think your synthetic turkey was actually created.
Whoa, you guys should go check.
We won't have to. Alex ramped the settings on the computer too high, remember? I told her it was a bad idea.
Robbie, what are you trying to tell us?
That we'd better hide this turkey. We're going to have another dinner guest.